going on, mate? Very nice. Talking about blind people, we've got someone in the commentary box with us, Mr. Oversteller. But mate.
Yeah, g'day. Yeah, thanks very much. Hey, I might just go over that again because my mic was actually muted for that whole intro there. So I might go through the intro for everyone watching at home again, and might get rid of this little overlay music that everyone's listening to. So if you didn't already hear me, Connor did. But hello and welcome to round 5, the penultimate round of the GR86 ANZ ESeries. We find ourselves here at the challenging yet picturesque racetrack of the Brands Hatch, located in Kent, about 50 kilometres southeast of London. This world famous 4 kilometre track is home to one of the best corners in motorsport. Connor, you can attest to this. That turn 1 Paddock Hill bend is spectacular. It's a blind approach. The apex is beyond the crest of the hill. It's off camber. It's absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to these sim races getting around this tonight. So the track has dips and rises, as you can see on the stream here now. It's more like a roller coaster than a racetrack. Here to help me navigate this track tonight is the apex hunter himself, Connor Nixon. Welcome again. Sorry for the technical difficulties there.
Oh, good, mate. I was going to say, yeah, talking about turn 1, I mean, it's such... I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of this track because when you go downhill, the car just rises up and you've got no downforce under the car, and it is seriously a hard track. But I love it at the same time because you see these people that have, you know, done very well around here. They know it well, and they're the type of people that they can go to a racetrack and just deal with the car going up and down and losing that downforce and just dealing with it. So yeah, there's a lot of good people around here. Well done to them. But
yeah, speaking of good people, that was David Atkinson showing us how not to take a turn. Trying to work out where he was in the track there. That's going down to the end of the straight.
I was picks off this.
Yeah, that was turn 6. I think it's Hortons, I think, down there. Anyway, I'll get the track names as we go through. We got some awesome races in tonight. I'm just going to go through just a list for everyone at home. Ben Faulkner's returning. He's the reigning champion. Not the reigning champion, he's the championship leader at the moment, but I don't think he's got much points on the rest of the guys out there. Jamie Christensen's here, Curtis Bird, Joshua Horton has always got pace. Now, we've also got a 86 specialist here as well. Andrew J. Sharp is here. He's all the way from the US at the moment, and he's racing with us tonight. Kyle Ridley's in here. Scotty got 2 halves. He's joined in. Brucey Keys, he's very, very quick on the qualifying times. There he is there on track, actually, now I mention it, as he's doing a pit lane entry. A very fast pit lane entry. I was
going to say about that pit entry, when you come over, when you come into the pit entry, I should say, there's actually a bit of a jump you can go over there, and we just saw Scotty Halves just absolutely send it and hit that jump and just fly into the pits. And,
who else is in here? We've got Orlando Black is also on track. He no pit stops tonight, so he should be good. David Milne, season regular to all that. I don't think he's missed a race, to be honest. He's getting the bulk of like a heap of points. Speaking of gibberers as well, here's Liam Banks on track. Let's see what he can do tonight. I'm sure he gave me. I'm sure he gave me a lot on last night. I was racing the Fords at Phillip Island, and I bet you some of our listeners are thinking, well, how'd you get from Phillip Island to Brands Hatch? Well, jumped on a plane, short notice, shot over to London, checked out Big Ben, jumped on what are those things, the red double-decker buses? Just travelled down the A20, and here I am. Easy, piece of cake.
I got shot out of a cannon somewhere.
Yeah, you are all good up here. Oh, that just shows. That's Liam Banks. Absolutely. He was taking that. I think that's turn 7 over the crest of the hill. Yeah, you can take that flat out. I love this track. You can really. Yeah. The track limits are very forgiving, and you can. And there's a lot of astroturf, and you got to get onto it to get lap time.
Well, that's what I was saying about this track, Aaron. Like, it's such a hard track. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it because it's such a hard track to get your head wrapped around it. Coming over those crests and not expecting any grip at all. It is such a hard track to get full of. But yeah, a lot of people have done it. So you can see Liam come down the hill, and he just lost heaps of grip under the car, and he's just got to brake a little bit so you can get the car back under him to get that front of the nose just getting a bit of grip back
Yeah,
down.
well,
But yeah,
yeah, turn one's awesome. You basically the straightaway is on a curve, so it's not really a straight, and then you come into it a blind apex, which is over the other end of the hill, and then you just got to find your braking mark. As you come into that braking marker, there's two big bumps. You go over the first bump, and the second bump you want to get hard on the brakes and just turn it in, and hope that you hit the apex or somewhere close to it, so you can get a really good run out of that turn. And then you go down this I guess you call it the dip, and then rise up into turn 2, and that's really important there as well. That's a really good overtaking spot. So that's two massive corners, and we're 500 meters into the track.
I was going to say, we're not even that far in, and I was going to say we were here last season, I'm pretty sure, and we saw a lot of overtakes back there with the dip.
Yep.
We saw a lot of people actually.
Liam.
There goes Liam. He holds onto it.
If he holds onto that, that'll be the saver. He did hold onto it too. Well done, Mr. Banks. Thomas Burns out there as well. He's been doing a bit of race control for us, I'm pretty sure. He was there during the Enduro. Yeah, he helps you out in the Enduro, I'm pretty sure. You need to give this guy a lot of praise. Got you guys back onto the lead lap during the Enduro, giving you guys a bit of a wave around. Only because of the amount of cars we had on track.
I was going to say, I actually called him Michael Massey. I thought it was a Ben Faulkner special, but no, it's a Tom special. So
well, Tom was in the box with Ben, so they both made a decision out there. Who else is out here? Oh no, I've Tyson Hamner. He just can't get the hang of these cars. He is so rapid. Last night we were in the Formula Fords, and he was so rapid in those things, and couldn't put a wheel off the track. 86s just shows how different all these cars are. Open wheelers to these 86s, massive change.
He's definitely a diverse driver though. He drives actually a V8 supercar, the old version, so he's a Super 2 driver.
Yep, of course.
Support stops. So that's just under the main game, which is a really cool series. But thanks for Scops hosting that, by the way. I'm saying praise because I race in there, so thanks Scops. But yeah, I mean, he races that stuff. He races a TCR as well, which is a front engine drive car. It's a bit of a mouthful.
We know how you get your fronts and lefts and rights all mixed up, so it's okay.
I know, mate. I struggle. But yeah, I was going to say that we've got such a diverse grid, and your mate, Nick Burling, mate, in the commentary box for the weekend. He's very
he did a mega job on the Sunday. He jumped in. He said, "I'll come in for half an hour and do a bit of commentating." He was here with me for 4 hours, and loving every second of it. Couldn't get him off the big stick in front of him, but I'm glad that he had a great time because he's really good at turning left. I was hoping to see him in here tonight. He was in the Formula Fords last night having an absolute ripper time. Got a couple of black flags, got escorted a couple of people wide, but still had a massive oh wow, that's a big moment. That yeah, I love the damage model. This is fantastic. Now I need to get to the championship leader right now, Ben Faulkner. I'll bring up the times for everyone at home. We've got 1 minute left. I'll bring up the timing. Actually, this is probably not going to work actually, because we haven't got much time. Yeah, he's doing 1 minute 37s. Yeah, okay, so he's doing a 1:37.7. So Kyle Ridley 1:37.7. Jamie Christensen a 1:37.8. There is nothing between those top three drivers right now. And don't count out Andrew Sharp. I've been told by some of his fellow peers that he is the 86 specialist. So we'll see what that actually means. If people might be having a go here, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Who was it? It was the champ. Remember last season? Aaron
the champ. Yeah. It'll come to me. Yeah, Ryan the champ.
Yeah. That was Ryan Wood. I think it was
Ryan Wood, part of the Falcon entries. We'll probably see those guys again later on.
Yeah, we'll definitely see them eventually. But yeah, we called him the champ for a whole race, which was the funniest thing we've said in commentary, I think. So yeah.
Hey, just For everyone at home, we've got, you might think that Ben Faulkner runs this event, not in the 86s. This is his chance to let his hair down and show these races what it's all about. And he's out first. In the race control tonight, we've got Ben Miles and Oliver Patterson taking the duties in there tonight, and they always do a great job. And we do give them a lot of criticism, but they do a massive job. So
I was going to say they do really well. They're probably, you know, Tom, Orlando, and all those boys that do race control. That's a huge effort. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to be up there. I'd like being in the commentary box and just blabber on about the race. And they do a huge job. Like, we really, I don't think they get enough credit just in general when it comes to sim racing or racing in general. Race control doesn't get that much credit, so
it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig.
It definitely is. Yep.
Yeah, it's tough. You get out of a race control in this series, you're spent. Your brain power is absolutely gone, especially if you have a few accidents and a few incidents. You've got to make calls on the fly. Yeah, we don't give them enough credit, and that's about enough credit I'm going to give them. We'll criticise them more later on.
I was going to say, before we finish this conversation, I was actually in a different race control the other day, and you've just got to be respectful to them, right? Like, you've got to give them that respect that they give you. You know, I said, hey guys, how are you? You know, you've got to have that respect there, because if you don't, you know, it's not good for them, you know, because they're in there for like an hour and a half just sitting there, just
sitting there,
talking to each other and just having a yarn about things,
and watching the whole race unfold as well. Safety cars and stuff. Hey, while we've got Ben Faulkner going through the last corner here, let's jump on board for a lap. I'll show you some of these bumps and dips through this track. It is sensational, this track. Let's see if I can help with cam. Oh, I do. Excellent. We'll shut up. We'll show you what this track is all about. Comes into the last corner there. We saw a little bit of a off track for Benny there, which is a bit uncharacteristic for him. The Faulkner family actually has a bit of pedigree here. His father Neil raced bikes around this place and still holds lap records in the privateers around here. It's probably held them for 10 to 15 years. It's unbelievable. So a little bit of pedigree coming out in Ben Faulkner as well there.
I was going to say about pedigree, he's been leading the most races and been dominating a few. I was going to say the two guys I'd love to see we saw in practice to maybe get over Ben would be Kyle Ridley and Jamie Christensen, because I was
exactly right.
Jamie said he only bought the track about an hour or two ago, but I really would love to see Jamie and Kyle really go at it and see if they can get it over Ben. I know that they're not in the same chat, so it could be interesting.
So they'll be fighting right now for tooth and nail. Hey, they're all mates off the track. On the track, it's on. It doesn't matter who you are. The blood pressure rises. And even your best mates become enemies when you're battling up the front, especially up the front. Yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, when I say up the front, I've seen these guys at the back. I've seen David Atkinson battle nearly everyone on track over his stint with us, and he battles hard too, which is awesome, and he's always fair. Same with David Morley. He's always here, always thereabouts. He's got a championship in him, I reckon. Maybe not this. Obviously not this season. He's fallen off a little bit this season, but he's very consistent. He doesn't have that many incidents either. So a guy like David Milne, if he's in a longer championship, has a really good shot of winning one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of guys in this field that, you know, maybe 2 seasons down the line they could definitely get a championship.
Yeah,
I
and then one
definitely
person,
see-
one person that wouldn't is this guy on camera now is Liam Banks. I think he could do about 100 championships and still be wobbling around the back. But that's just my opinion, not everyone's. His commentator, his co-commentator Mitch, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Mitch if you're out there listening. Congratulations on turning older. It just shows how much I know, and Liam's just testing out the wall for you as well. If you want to come back out here and check the safety standards.
Okay, so I can tell you how old he is, Aaron.
Oh, excellent.
Now,
Here we go.
So, say younger or older, how old you
Oh,
are.
okay. Okay. No, well, I'll guess his. If you know his age, I'll guess. Is he 29?
A bit older.
Older. 31.
A bit older.
Oh wow, he's an old boy. Is he 35?
A bit younger.
34.
A bit younger.
Hang on, I don't know where I'm going to go here. Yeah, 30.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
33? 33. So he's 30 plus
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah. When you think about it, hang on. But if we do some math here, so
Mhm.
get ready, like,
Yeah.
You
Yep.
take 3 years off because of the vid.
Yes.
He's 30 years old.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
I don't know what that means. He's only a pup in my eye. I'm a distinguished older gentleman, unfortunately. Turned 40 next year. Hopefully, I'm not calling on my birthday. But anyway, we'll. And it's
might
weird,
have
but Mitch isn't in the chat either. I'd imagine he'd be in here. So,
I
okay. Well,
couldn't
that's enough.
imagine he'd
That's
be
enough
very
about Mitch and Mitch dear. Andrew Sharp has done a 138.2. He's up the front of the field here.
Yeah, he's done very well. He's the champion, as what all the boys have been saying. So it should be interesting to see if Andrew takes it to him as well. He's not our regular, but I'm sure he's going to come in on the last round and give these guys a good Earl, as Nick Burling says.
Oh yeah, give him a pearl. Yeah, where is Nick tonight? I was really looking forward to him being in here. Actually,
Did
just
you know
an
I did that,
announcement.
by the way?
Yeah, that was good. That was a good segue.
Yeah.
Just for anyone watching, we run the NASCAR event next Thursday, which is going to be their final round at is it the Brickyard? I think we're Daytona.
Yep.
Daytona. That's going to be the BMG 150. I think we're going to call it.
Yeah,
So look forward to that. He's going to be the headline sponsor for that event, and I'd imagine he'll be racing too in his own event. So that's going to be pretty fun. And look out for him. He loves turning left. So look for him at the front of the field as well.
Yeah, it should be good. And RSW Graphics are doing all these liveries too, so we should see an RSW Graphics livery on that too. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
And they actually doing livery on his car.
Yeah, correct.
Oh wow! I can't wait for that combo to come together. Nick loves his liveries. Like he talks about them all the time. He's got a livery for every car. But if he's got, that's a massive send from Orlando back.
He held on to that, right?
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he's got the champ behind him. He's got Ben Faulkner. You might have to get out of the way of him, but. Guys are on a lap now. Jamie Christensen just did a 1:37.6.
That quick. That was faster than Ben Faulkner's time.
Yes. Yeah, they were doing 1:37.7s, all of them. That's in the background. That was either I think that was Liam Banks that just found track limits. We've only got 5 minutes left in qualifying.
Wow. Ben Faulkner up to a 37.3. That is impressive.
That's crazy.
Think about that. That's 3 tenths faster. That doesn't sound like a lot, but Ben's found some absolute. I would say giga pace.
Yeah, I was about to say. Are you going to say giga pace because that was giga pace?
Giga pace. You know, I was going to say that's. I've got no other words for that. That's an extra 3 tenths. So yeah, he's found some out of a hat. Oh, as we just said, bumping over a curb. So
he didn't actually get the ideal practice session as well. He's been a bit interrupted by myself, so he's probably still finding bits of this racetrack. Don't be surprised if he gets into the 136s around here. It is possible. I have seen people do 136.9s, so he's one of the best out there as well.
I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Chapman has joined us in the sim now, so he's just joined the
Sam
server.
Chapman, excellent. He's in there too. Look, I've got a. This is a little bit old, but I'll put it up anyway. I've got the standings from 2 rounds ago, so it doesn't incorporate the round before that. But as you can see, Ben Faulkner was leading back then. I can't remember how he was going in the last race, but that's a tiny snapshot of what was going on. And I'll try and get an updated version of that for everyone at home.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I think it would be. We've had some pretty good rounds since then, so it'll be interesting to see where all the points stack up. But,
yeah, we might keep it secret until the last round at Daytona, which is 2 weeks away. I can't believe it. We're finishing up. In 2 weeks we've done 12 weeks of non-stop racing.
It does
it's gone
feel
pretty
like
quick.
12 weeks, but
It does. Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it's been 12 weeks, but at the same time it hasn't. If that makes sense.
Sam Chapman has one of the best liveries getting around. He's got that wide world of sim livery. Looks fantastic. I love seeing it on track.
I was going to say,
as it disappears.
If we're going to talk about Sam Chapman, he's actually been doing another series. He just finished up an MX5 race in the Gentleman Sim Racing Club. So he's just finished up with that. He's actually in a different broadcast room. So he's getting interviewed right now and racing at the same time. So this man is almost Superman. So
well done.
If he gets another interview tonight, I'd love to pull him in and mate, this is your second interview tonight.
So where was he racing?
MX5s at Willow Springs.
Oh, good on him. Well, that's excellent. And then he's presence of mind to go, oh, I've still got 5 minutes left in qualifying. I can get in there and do a lap and see what I can do. We might see what he can actually do. If he's come out of the MX-5s, you might think, oh, it's still rear engine, but that rear wing and the front splitter on these things give this thing a lot more downforce. So a completely different car to drive.
I was going to say, you and I were doing MX-5 not long ago.
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. Yeah.
There's a clip out there now that I'll post. It's called Living Legends, so go and check that one out.
I did check it out. It was pretty funny. I wish I wasn't talking as much because it was it was quite. I honestly thought if anyone watches that, I was gripping the steering wheel as hard as I could. I thought I was going to get killed.
Yeah. But I was going to say those MX-5s are so much fun. I think we found in the league called Roadster Rumble, and they've been great. I think leagues now, but it's a great little league, and we jumped into it. And obviously we commentate the 86, but I don't think Aaron and I have been on track properly racing.
No, we haven't. We did some GT3 racing. You've decided that GT3s aren't for you.
Yes.
I do like the GT3s. You fall asleep in them, but I don't. I quite enjoy them. But yeah, it's good. It's great to be on a track with you and enjoying some racing.
It's definitely good fun. I think we started at the back. And
we do. And then we think we're going to make our way to the front, but we don't. We stay at the back and wobble around.
They want to go to the front end and we stay there.
Hey, on board with a lap from Sam Chapman now. Let's see what he can put on. He's only going to have one. This is it. So if he can't get the lap done now, we'll stay on board with him.
I think he's just going to get to the line.
Yeah, we'll get to the line. So this is down Pilgrim's. They call this Pilgrim's Drop. As you come down here, you go into Horton's Hill, drop out of it a bit. That's Horton's. He's just going through now. He's back completely out. Yeah, he's just getting used to the track. Unless someone's. Yeah, he's going to be starting way at the back with Orlando Black by the looks of this. Tyson Hamner still hasn't put a lap down either. He's not out there. I can't see him out on track. Tell you the guy, Joshua Horton's done a mega lap as well. These boys are all in the 137s. We got 4 of them in there. We got Ben Faulkner, Jamie Christensen, Andrew Sharp. I hope he gets into the com box tonight to have a chat because it's 2 o'clock in the morning for him right now. As he's racing.
He's in Virginia, so it's going to be interesting. Ben and I were actually talking to Americans before this, but I think it's like midnight over there.
Everyone's come in. Everyone's come in. They didn't want to push this lap.
Well,
that was Sam Chapman just coming across the road. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a massive Sam. Sam.
Oh, I think that's an off track. Reckon
Yeah,
he's
he
just
won't.
got
He
it
won't.
there.
We got 2 seconds left of qualifying. So yeah, that was a bit of fun for qualifying. We might get the results for everyone. So we're going to go into a 25-minute race shortly. I'm just seeing how long he's going to put on the clock. So yeah, we've got 5 minutes to have a chat about what's about to unfold tonight. I think turn 1 is going to be interesting. I'll see what camera angles I can get on that. I'll be on the pots and pans as you call this one, but it's I can't wait to see them out there.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I think turn 1's going to be very interesting. I think there'll be a lot of heroes and a couple of losers, to be honest, because
Yeah,
you either be up the inside and run someone out wide, then they get on the dirt, or you're on the outside trying to keep that line and try not to get out in the dirt. So I think there's going to be a lot of interesting plays. So here's our grid.
Not just yet. The grid will be there. Let's see if that works. Here we go.
So on front row, Shocker, Jamie Christensen and Ben Faulkner. Ben Faulkner in P1 with a 27, not 20,
Yeah.
131.3. Then Jamie with a 133, 37.6. Oh my god. Andrew Sharp, P3. Well done to him. So he's on the P3. Joshua Horton, P4. Curtis Bird, P5. Good to see Curtis up there. He's been doing well for the last couple of rounds. Kyle Ridley there in P6. Bruce Keys, P7. That's actually a really good result for him. Scotty Halves, a P8, good job for him. P9, David Milne. Liam Banks, he's in the top 10. Well done to him. So he's in P10. Thomas Byrne, P11, well done. So he's P11 out of 17. David Atkinson, P12. That's one of our safety car members, Oliver Patterson. So he's not going to be on the grid. Orlando Black and Tyson Hammer, so they should be moving up a spot both. Then Ben Miles and Sam Chapman. So Sam Chapman starting right at the back. But yeah, I was going to say, very interesting field. We've got some fast guys down the back, and we've got some interesting players up in the front.
We got a very mixed grid. We've got guys like I put a mention out to Brucey Keys. Is he on track now? He's been progressively getting quicker and quicker. We saw him when back in the Vermilion days, a million years ago when we did this. He came in halfway through the championship and set it on fire. He came through. Qualifying times were just unbelievable. So the competition's got a lot harder. Everyone's stepped up a lot more for this series. And then you got guys that we don't see often up the front. Andrew Sharp decides to forego sleep tonight and maybe have a bit of a sim race with the boys.
Yeah, I was going to say, quick mention to Andrew Sharp. He's 200s faster than Josh, so he's just pipped him, and he's going to be starting P3. So that's going to make it interesting down in turn 1 because Josh is on the outside. So we'll see if Andrew's a bit of a dirty driver or a clean one. See if
I think he's a clean driver.
I think he will be. Yeah.
That he did an absolute mega effort at Sandown in the Enduro we had. Anyone that didn't watch that, it was we didn't have the most amount of cars out there, but the racing was fantastic. And Andrew Sharp didn't have a teammate, did the whole 4 hours himself in a LMP2 car, and came away in second place, and it was really good drive from him. Yeah,
it was a very good drive. Being a competitor versus him, it was very impressive to see. He didn't put a foot wrong compared to Tim and I, and just wobbling around for 4 hours. But
it did have ebbs and flows in that race. You guys had issues, he had issues as well, and I think there was 40 seconds separating you guys after 4 hours of racing. So unbelievable effort from all of you guys. Yeah,
it was good fun. It was a bit unfortunate that the other competitors had a little incidents, but after that race, I was absolutely dead. Like, for the small amount of drivers, it was so much action and good drivers too. Like, I think it's quality over quantity, right? It's good to see
definitely. I 100%. This league, we're only in our first year, in our first season of this, and it's only getting bigger and better, and the quality of driving is getting massive. So 5 seconds left on the grid. Round 5, the penultimate round of the ANZ ESeries GR86 is about to get underway. Take it from here, Connor.
So for the last time, Ben Faulkner on the front row. Let's see if Jamie can get around him.
Green, green, green.
We're green for the last time. Ben absolutely sliding off the line, same as Jamie. So the track was very small. Let's see if anyone jumps up the front. Josh trying to get around the outside of Andrew. So Liam Banks were on board, so he's just coming around the first corner, down the hill. He's there, trying to make a move around the outside. You see Kyle Ridley on the outside, so there's only a couple of two wide, but it looks like mainly single file. Thomas Byrne there trying to get a move around there.
This is one of the most. As I say that's Thomas Byrne that's been put around, but these guys weren't trying to battle too hard. It's a 25-minute race.
I was going to say, if I was out there, I'd be trying to make moves in turn 1 and turn 2, but
yeah, for sure.
They were all really clean, and Joshua Boone just getting around Andrew Sharp, so Josh already moving up. So you've got Josh, Jamie versus Ben at this point, so looks like they're gapping a little bit. So Andrew needs to keep that slip showing. It looks like Kyle Ridley's right behind him as well. Steve Chapman pulling something in. Is there something wrong out there? I wonder. Jamie Christian off the road.
But he is completely off the road, and that's...
Oh, he's hit Josh! A huge crash.
Will these guys get through? They should get through. Yeah, that's massive. We'll have to find out what actually went on there. On board with his car. That's some 2 championship leaders right there of this. That's Jamie Christensen, and who's that beside him? That's the Boogie Bomb entry of Joshua Horton.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah.
Those cars are not going anywhere. That's going to call that a safety car. They've gone right in a place where I cannot get a camera onto them. Reception's is pretty poor out there, full of close with trees, but yeah, they're going to have to get a tow. And we'll probably see the Oliver Patterson, if I have a look, jumping in the... Oh, and he's got out in front of the grid. Well done. Well done to the guys at Race Control to get him out and control this grid. As we didn't even get through one lap.
I was going to say, I wonder who's... I think that's going to be a racing incident, to be honest, because we saw Jamie go off the road there, but he rebound off a barrier and then hit Josh, so it's going to be interesting, and maybe we're going to
yeah, I'll get a replay now. Yep.
I was going to say, our big mover is Curtis Bird, moved up 1 spot, and Kyle Ridley's moved up 3 in 3rd place now.
So I'm just going to jump on board with, this is the start of the race. That's Joshua Horton up the front. That in front of him was, that's who, oh there it is, and he's just come off the wall completely. So that was on board with Joshua Horton. I might, who was the other car involved? Number 38 of,
Oh, Ridley just tagged him, but who?
So that Jamie Christensen. Let's find out. So he's hit the grass there. He's going to turn it into turn 4 or 5, I think this was. He's hit the grass. Oh, he's just got wide himself. Sent the car into the shadow round. Oh, and he's bound. Yeah, nowhere to go. Yeah, he was on the brakes as well. So yeah, unfortunately, Joshua Horton just an innocent bystander when it came to that incident. But that's.
I was going to say, quick mention to all those drivers. They've just gotten around him so smoothly. That's awesome to see.
We'll go back live and see what's going on with the safety car. So back live, that's Jamie Christensen trying to find the back of the grid. Ben Faulkner's got control of this behind the safety car. Mentioned the safety car. Oh, that was magnificent. The Dr. Epoxy inspired safety car that we have running. Doing a mega job out the front there, controlling this field. And just waiting for the guys to catch up at the back. We've got Joshua, they're about 30 seconds off the pace, so we might see this go green. I hope we see this go green this lap.
I think they might just give it another lap, but they're
going to have to.
So we're only 1 minute off the 10-minute mark, and it's only a 20-minute race, so it's going to be very interesting.
No, he stayed out. So just get control of this field. We still had Joshua. We still have Jamie Christensen and Joshua Horton trying to get to the back of this pack. We should see one more lap. We might see that safety car pick up the pace just a little bit as they go on. Now, while we got the chance, the chat, the Coco Dog himself. Thanks very much. The big ups. Dale Loop's come on here and he's telling us that our production upgrades since the last broadcast he managed to catch. Oh, great. Dale Loop, it's good to have you in here. I'd rather have you on the track than in the chat, because you are a very exciting race car driver to be out there on track now. And Min's admin. I did 10 minutes in a go-kart at Phillip Island. You did 10 minutes in a go-kart at Phillip Island? Where you live down in Phillip Island? That's awesome. So now how Andrew felt. Yeah, 10 minutes in a go-kart's probably not the same as 4 hours in a sim, but very, very close to. I hope you had fun, Min's out there. That sounds awesome. I'd love to go to Phillip Island and do some go-kart racing. Maybe we should organise that, Connor. Your shout.
I know. I always get thrown under the bus, don't I?
Well, you got plenty of money.
Yeah, you sure.
Yeah, ladies. Never met Connor in person, but people tell me that just don't grab his wallet, otherwise you'll break your arm. Anyway.
Yeah. Most of the time. I was kidding. I mean, it would be awesome one day from the whole ANZ ESeries community just all met up one day, wouldn't it?
We'll have to get pretty big. We'll have to increase our numbers and increase our broadcast to get that happening. Look, as far as I know, the future of our sim racing, especially in our little league, is about to get pretty big. So stay tuned. All the people that have followed us so far, just hang in there. Here goes the safety car. It's taken off. So we've got.
I was going to say, talking about the safety car, Oliver Pattinson, I've not seen him in a different car for the last...
Oh, he was in the Formula Fords last night.
I was going to say, for 2 months besides the Formula Fords, so...
And we had a great battle. Me and him had a very good battle last night. It was good fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, seeing him in the V8, normally it's weird to see him in anything else, I guess. But,
yeah, very low horsepower Formula Ford and these GR86s, yeah, complete change for him. So Ben Faulkner's just coming through. That's Sterling's, I think. Yeah, that's Sterling's coming up the clearways. He'll go into Clark Curve, where he'll probably, I don't know if he'll take this to the start-finish line. He's got some very fast race drive. Yeah. You'll go early? I would go late. I don't want anyone to get the inside run into Paddocks Hill Bend at all, because if you get anyone on the inside there, your race is over. You'll find yourself in the paddock down Howwoods. And he's taken off.
There goes Ben.
Yeah, and he's got a really nice. He's gapped him already by 2 tenths. Really good start from Ben Faulkner. That racing pedigree from the family's coming through for Benny as he crumbles down into turn 1. Oh god, what a cool track this is.
Yeah, it's a good start from Ben there, just pulling away, and Kyle Ridley not getting the best jump. Curtis Bird right behind him. So let's see if Curtis can get on the podium. We know at Lime Rock he was very competitive, but I wonder if he can get on the podium. I know Andrew Sharp and Curtis Bird are almost teammates in this track, so let's see if they can get a second and third. We see Liam Banks and Sam Chapman from the wide world, and Liam being one of our commentators down the back.
Sam Chapman's already gone up into to P9, so he's finding his feet. He's just jumped out of the Mazda and jumped straight into the 86, finding a little bit more. So his next person on his list is David Milne, not far up the road. We'll watch Sam with a bit of interest as he makes his way up through here, because what have we got left? 11 minutes, so less than half of the race to go. That safety car really put a dampener on your 25 minutes.
Another competitor up the field, we were just on board with him, but Kyle Ridley trying to make a move on Andrew Sharp, trying to get around him, because he knows the pedigree of Birdman.
And Ben Faulkner has already got a 1.5 second gap over the field after 1 lap, so he's showing colours right now of what he can do.
I was going to say, if I was Andrew Sharp and Kyle Ridley, you just want to just get out of there. You wouldn't want to be...
maybe work together a little bit. Yeah.
Work together and just keep on the back of Ben Faulkner, I should have said. But
none of these guys will work together. So, well, hang on. They're saying that car 21 has got a drive-through penalty for not holding the brakes into turn 3, lap 1. That's surprising, because that was right at the start. So that was the incident between Thomas Byrne and I forget who it was.
I don't think we got a full visual.
No, I didn't go back to it. I thought there was a bit of an incident in the background, but I didn't know it was an incident when Thomas Byrne Now, when they say he didn't hold the brakes, he's on a controller, ladies and gentlemen. So he's not holding the B button, or I guess that's what we call it. I can't. I still. It blows me away that Thomas Byrne can get out here and mix it with some of these great sim races on an actual sim with a steering wheel, the brake pressure, and brake pedals, and he's on a non-rumbling Xbox controller. Completely gets out. Blows my mind.
It does blow my mind as well, because you think about it, like my pedals are $900 just for my pedals, and meanwhile he's on a controller that's $50, and he's still competing, and it's awesome to see. So yeah, we always
whiz,
talk
if
about
I had pedals that were $900, they'd want to clean my house for me.
Yeah,
Far out.
hang on, Aaron.
I told you your wallet was heavy. Far out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, mate, I forgot what pedals do you have?
Oh, that's a massive wobble from Liam. Can he hold it? No, he can't. He's gonna
Come across to Milne.
That's David Milne. Can he hold on to it? David Milne's gone around as well. Oh, big incident from Liam Banks. We'll find out what happened there from those guys. Oh, that was. So as we watch Liam Banks, we might jump on. Yeah, this would be good. Let's just see how this rear skipped out. So, he's hit the grass. tank slapper. And then David Milne had to take evasive action, hit the grass, and is just, nowhere to go. Well done keeping that off the track, David, but commiserations. You're going to be starting from the back from this race, unfortunately. We'll go back live. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
I was going to say, I think he's actually put a Kiwi on the side of his car.
Has he really? Oh, that is big contact from Kyle Ridley on Andrew Sharp. Andrew Sharp's got the car going again. That will. I'm not gonna tell them how to do their job, but they got
around. Bruce Keys is in P3.
Yeah, Bruce Keys got around Curtis Bird because Curtis Bird had to check up a little bit. We might. How much time we got left? We've got 7 minutes here. Ooh, let's get on board with Kyle Ridley for that one. Okay, so this is going through. This is a fair way back, but we'll jump on board with Kyle Ridley just to see what was actually going on here. Did Andrew get a little bit loose? Who knows, but this will be telling to see if Andrew had to back off a little bit more than he had to. Yeah, so he's missed the apex just by a millimetre. Kyle Ridley's got a really good run on him. Yeah. That
will be a penalty.
That unfortunately for Kyle Ridley, he's not going to be able to explain himself away out of that one. He might be blowing up on comms, but that's okay. He's still got another race to come back to. So yeah, that was a weird bit of contact.
So if we were to go in technical terms, if Kyle Ridley gets a penalty, Curtis Bird P3, Bruce Keys at the moment, that will be second and third.
I was talking about this guy. I was talking about this guy right at the start, right at the top of this broadcast, that he has been a quality sim racer stuck within a majority of quality sim racers. So he hasn't been able to show his true colours, but hopefully he gets himself onto the podium. Only 6 minutes to hold on, so that's about 6 laps around here.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting, but he's got Curtis Bird on him. Like,
yeah, on him, absolutely on him at the moment.
I was going to say, these two have been, for 2 seasons now, they've been slowly getting faster and faster.
Oh, who's that? That's Kyle Ridley. He's been given he's going to give the position back, I think. We'll jump on board with Kyle Ridley to see what he's doing.
Oh,
yeah.
Bird going up the inside, he's backed out of it though.
Yeah, and Kyle Ridley's done the right thing here. He's given the position back to Andrew Sharp. He saw that he may have stuffed up.
He's backed out of it again. I think we might just need to stick on these two.
Yeah, we're going to need to stick with Curtis Bird.
So they are fighting for second place right now. So they know if they're on second.
Oh, that's Scotty two halves. That's Scotty two halves. Sending it. Will he get back onto the black stuff? He did. Well done.
So
Get it under. Yeah, Scotty got 2 halves.
So for these top 4, that is a huge result. That is a massive result.
Yeah, call a safety car now. Blaze are yelling. Especially Brucey Keys. This will be one of his best position. This will be his best from going here.
I don't think they would want to be calling a safety car because all those faster guys are behind him. Andrew Sharp and Kyle Ridley going at it.
Oh, speaking of it, Kyle Ridley's got him under pace, but you probably find that Andrew Sharp has probably got a little bit of damage from that contact from Kyle. So, and the tyres will be a little bit they'll be flat spotted for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's but yeah, I mean, with Curtis Bird and Bruce Keys, for 2 seasons they've been mid-pack, but now they're right at the front. So these guys, for this battle here, it'll be huge for these guys. So coming across the line, do we get a white flag?
No. We still got 4 minutes of racing. We've still got plenty of time of racing. We've probably got 4 laps, 3 to 4 laps of racing. So if Curtis Bird wants this P2, he can take his time. He can find the weak. Oh, that's a great shot through there.
I think he's kind of backed off because he knows that Bruce Keys is in second, but do you just keep with the points and just move on? I mean, we saw at Line Rock, Curtis Bird was in this position, but he pushed a little bit too hard last time, and he ended up getting a few errors or other people's mistakes. So do you just sit there and just go, okay, I know all the fast guys are behind me, and your people like Jamie Christensen, Josh Wood, Kyle Ridley, Andrew Sharp, who else? Sam Chapman's down there. So
I mean, the list goes on and on, mate. The list goes on and on and on
really
in this series. As we're talking, Bruce Keys has actually found a little bit of pace and is pulling away from him. He's got 8 tenths over Curtis Bird. Whether Curtis Bird is content in P3, I know I would be. In this championship, there's so many good guys in here, quality guys. To get any points over them is a win in my book. So the guy though out front. Oh, who's that? Did you hear that? Someone?
Yeah, I just heard that.
So here comes Benny Faulkner. He's got nearly 7 seconds over the field. That mishap from Andrew Sharp and Kyle Ridley has really handed him this race.
Yeah, he's done very well though. He's kept the pace. He hasn't dropped off at all. But
he's actually getting quicker.
There's been no huge threats like this whole season. It's been with your Jamie and your Josh. And, Andrew could have even been a threat too. So he doesn't have those huge threats anymore. He's got Curtis Bird there and Bruce Keys there. If he does make a mistake though, they're definitely there. So it'll be interesting if he makes a mistake and Bruce Keys takes the win.
Well, with Ben up the front here, and if he gets a win here, I've said it time and time again, he's got one hand, 1 foot, and half his sack on the trophy to take this championship out. Scotty Harves has actually gone around. Are you kidding me? Scotty was on for a P4 result. We'll find out what happened to him.
I think. Well, enough it was a self spin.
Ben, I will jump on there in a second. I just reading in the chat here that car 27 drive-through penalty decision amended for contact with car 6 on lap 6. So that would mean that Kyle Ridley, car 27, has got a drive-through penalty. That'll put him to the back of the pack. Now let's find out what. Do you know if he did that himself, Mr. Scotty Two Halves? He did it himself. Yeah, it's the pressure. That's the pressure of fighting for a top result. So Kyle Ridley's going to find himself. We'll just keep an eye on him because he's not going to the pits. He might be.
It's white flag now. So, but my thing is though, he's readdressed the position. So I'm a bit like, well, he's readdressed and.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Hey, we said that their decisions and what they do, the guys in race control, is hard. It's really hard. They've already called out on comms to say no further action. Car 27 redressed, and then a couple of minutes later have come through with this to say no drive-through penalty. So Kyle Ridley's seen red, I'd imagine. He's got the pace on the rest of the field. Brucey Keys is still holding off that P2 challenge from Curtis Bird. Curtis Bird's found a tiny bit of pace. He's going to
Really
need...
good. Just throws it up the inside and prays the car gets stopped and he runs a bit wider. I wonder if he's thinking that.
Yeah, well, on the final lap, we all think that we can win it on the final lap, even with the 12 seconds down. I know that I just go, come on, the P1 might pin it here, with even one corner to go. But
there's been so many races I've been in and went, just spin,
just spin.
someone, like you can be best mates with them, but you'd be like, nah, mate, just spin. Don't let me give it, let me have another position. But yeah, for Andrew Sharp and Kyle Ridley, you'd be spewing.
Yeah, no, well, if that's the case, Andrew Sharp moves up into P4, so he loses the position.
Get another, Curtis almost spins around there.
Yeah, oh, he does. So he's gonna. That's a great finish. So that was Ben Faulkner across the line. Brucey Keys comes across the line for P2. Well done to you, mate. Curtis Bird, a very, very comfortable P3. Kyle Ridley's got a penalty overhanging him, and Andrew Sharp, a race that could have been for them up there. Sam Chapman though, he got up to P9, so he's showing consistent laps. His last lap there was a 1:38.3, so he's on pace with the guys at the front.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the case. And I was going to say, the one that I was a bit shocked, but I think a lot of things went the wrong way for him was Sam Chapman. He had some serious pace there.
I might show you what's going on here. Ben's obviously trying to find some, trying to lose a little bit of grip in the rear tyres. He's had enough of these tyres.
There goes Andrew Sharp leaving the track.
Okay, well, luckily we have a very experienced pit crew that will put that car together ready for the next race. It's about to go live in about 2 minutes, so good luck to them. Hey, that race had everything.
It did actually. There was a lot that was going on, but I think the guys that did have the pace and the guys that won, that should be a valuable lesson to them. Just keep it clean. Just
keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Get out there and just don't do anything drastic because it's shown. Definitely shown.
So the results after Heat 1, Ben Faulkner absolutely smoked the competition there. Brucey Keys, what a massive... Brucey lost McKees. He didn't lose him that time. He found himself in the right position at the right time. And let's face it, he was in P4 when all that happened. P5, and he just found his way, right place, right time to get past Curtis Bird. Kyle Ridley, I don't think that's going to stand. You'll probably find that Andrew Sharp is going to be in P4 there. Jamie... all the J's, Jamie Christensen, Joshua Horton, P6 and 7. Orlando Black, that's a really good effort from Orlando. No pitting, so expect him to go up a bit further. We got a reverse top 10 as well, by the way. Sam Chapman, great result, P9. Scotty got 2 halves. He was on for a P4 result there and threw it away himself. Maybe I'll try this button instead. Liam Banks, P11. Thomas Byrne had a spin at the front and got a drive-through penalty. Still made his way up to P12. David Atkinson, David Milne, and Oliver Patterson and Tyson Hamner all had incidents. So they're going to come back in this race and show them what it's all about.
I was going to say the one that, like I said, I think there's going to be a lot happening in the second race. I think Jamie and Josh will be. I can imagine the chat would be very interesting, knowing that those two are very good buddies, and when one of your mates just kills you in a race, I can imagine the chat would have been sorry, but they've got to move on and try and get up to the front of the field now.
A very sheepish sorry would have been coming from Kyle's lips there. Look, at the end of the day, it's a penalty. I don't see. When we saw it, we both said that's going to be a penalty. There's no, even if he redressed, it was still supposed to be an infringement. I don't think the penalty really fit the crime there for him to go back and still be able to race there. He ruined Andrew Sharp's race, technically. Even with the redress. I can understand from both sides of view. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whose side you're on. There's always someone that's going to be there telling you different. But good work for race control to make a decision anyway.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job there. They you know, at the end of the day, Andrew Sharp's race got a little affected there. So, you know, at the end of the day, race control did a call, and I think it's probably the right idea for that
Yeah,
call. I don't think it's.
you need to stick with the call. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's it.
So
So
everyone at home, I didn't get back to Min's admin before. We were talking about her at Phillip Island, and I was really jealous of her down there. We go down to the island for Roy Boy's birthday treat. First time I've done karting down there. It's a mini version of the Bayside real track. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be cool. There's no chance in a go-kart that I'll end up in Tasmania, because if I was in a GT3 or a supercar, that's where I'd end up at turn one. In a go-kart, I've got more of a chance to stop that thing. I think we're about to go. That's warm up. That's warm up done. We put this warm up on for everyone, just so everyone can just have a stretch, really. Get out, loosen up, let the mist, the red mist, go away for just a minute, and get your heart rate down, get your blood pressure down. Maybe yell at one of your teammates for what they did to you in a race, and then just calm it down. The long straight on here, the Pilgrim's Drop, they call it, the straight that's here. You need to take a deep breath, because the rest of the track is full on. So yeah, that's the only point of the track where you get a breather. So I think these guys, they need a coach in the back saying, just breathe, it's okay. You've still got, the whole race to go. Geez, I sound like an old woman now, don't I?
No, you always have, mate.
Yeah, hey.
I was going to say, but yeah, I think the valuable lesson from that race for most of these guys would be, don't push, because it's a long race, and we saw all those fast guys make mistakes or hit another competitor, or just something happen. So yeah, it's one of those things where you have the patient people like Curtis Bird and Bruce Keys just drive through the field and go, see you later, boys, and have a good race. But yeah. Should be good.
No, this is going to be great. We got a reverse top 10. It's going to put Scotty Harvey, two halves, up the front. We saw he had pace. He had a bit of a mistake and put him down into P6 or 7. Sam Chapman, P2. That's going to be fun for him. All these guys have got pace. The whole field was on pace. It was all the incidents that strung him out a little bit. Orlando Black, no pit stops for him tonight, so he should be fighting. I've just been told by race control that there's a delayed start while two cars rejoin the server. That's fine. We can gibber on, can't we, Connor?
Oh, mate, that's what we do for most of the races.
Yeah, Orlando Blake. We've got Joshua Horton. He's going to be up there in P4 on the second row of the grid. Jamie Christensen on the third row of the grid with Andrew Sharp. Now, Andrew Sharp is out for blood. Now, I'm not sure what happened there. They're saying that on my screen it's telling me that Kyle Ridley is in P7 for this race, so they may have overturned what happened there. I'm not sure. Curtis Bird, Bruce Keys and Ben Faulkner round up our top 10. Just outside that top 10, Liam Banks, Thomas Byrne, David Atkinson, David Milne, all at the back there, going to be fighting. And if I were them and you see Ben Faulkner in front of you, jump on the back, jump on the toe, throw out the rope.
Yeah, I think than anything, like if I was on that grid and I was sitting next to Ben Faulkner, I'd actually be sitting there, and when the light goes out, just dive bomb instantly. Make it hard for him. Don't give him that opportunity to just drive away. Dive bomb. Just make it hard for him. Even if it's a couple of laps you hold him up for, you that's an advantage for the whole grid to go, okay, now we can get a bit closer. So yeah, it should be interesting.
I'm with you on that one. For guys out there like Ben Faulkner, he's in your headspace before you even start. You know he's quick, and you think, oh, do I take a dive? Do I not? You got to have a little bit of character about yourself, and just know that you've got the pace to do this. These guys behind him are no slouches. I'm looking forward to Thomas Byrne jumping on the back there, throwing the tow rope out and having a bit of fun, following him through the pack. But Ben will not be holding back his punches here. He'll be pushing. I expect him to be in the top 4 by the end of the lap. He's just got mega pace around a track that is dear to him and his family.
Yeah, I can imagine this would. He said this is his home track, and
Yes.
it was actually funny last night. We were watching the Matildas play, and
Yeah.
he's background is from the UK, and I said to him last night, "Hey mate, biggest question of the night." I said, "Who are you going for, England or Australia?" And he said, "Oh, Australia." And I went,
Yeah.
"Yes, well done,
Oh,
good one."
not to get off topic here, but that
Yeah.
game last night, I rewatched it. I was racing the Formula Fords. That was fantastic. That
Yeah.
I thought it was anyone's game with about 35 minutes to go. So race. We've been told that race start is in 1 minute. So hang in there, everyone that's watching. We don't have too long to get to race start. These tires are going to be completely cooled off by the time they start. I think, mate.
I was going to say, and yeah, like for anyone that is from the UK, he just got his citizenship, so it was a good, funny joke between Mitch, Ben, and myself. But yeah, it's definitely a good game, and yeah, it was quite a funny little joke. And when you watch a game with Mitch, it's actually shocking he doesn't commentate the whole game, Aaron.
He doesn't commentate the whole game.
No,
Does he
no.
shut up? Does he?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
it's
once you
weird.
get into your 30s, for anyone watching at home, you just realise how
Play
quick your
along.
life has gone behind, how quick your 20s actually went. It'd be nice to get back there, but yeah, I'm just getting back to that. It's his birthday today. Everyone watching at home, if you want, wish him a happy birthday for Mitchy. We're about to go live.
And here we go, little 1.5 little engines, and we're gonna go
Green flag, green
Here
flag.
we go. Does Josh
Oh,
Hawke
that's
get a good
great.
start? They all go sideways, none of them having grip. They've all dropped the clutch. Looks like, I think that's one of the Bermuda cars up the inside, so he's going to get past.
Oh, there he is.
That's Jamie Christensen trying to get past halves. Josh goes around in the dirt. Oh, he keeps it straight. Curtis Burton, everyone going past him. I think Josh just gets it around, and look at this. That's awesome. Ben Faulkner. Look at this. His teammates. So Ben is the team owner of the new end. He's got two of his, I'd say, two of his teammates in front of him. Do they hold him up? 3 wide. Let's see. Oh, is it contact? He's just run Jamie Christensen wide. Kyle Ridley up the inside.
Oh, big bump that he put on Kyle Ridley.
Runs Kyle.
Oh, this has
Look at
disaster
this.
written all over.
Three abreast. Let's see this. They're all giving each other room. I wouldn't be. Oh, Jamie gets around. Does Kyle get around him? No. Does Kyle go for the big dive bomb? We saw him having a little bit of contact with Andrew, but he's backed out of it a little bit. Now, this is the battle we've been wanting to see all season. Jamie and Ben going at it. We said before this broadcast, I want Jamie and Kyle to be up the front, battling with Ben, and I've got my wish.
I'm actually happy with who's at the front at the moment. Sam Chapman has just skipped away. He's got a 1.8, nearly 2 second gap over Scotty Two Halves. And Scotty Two Halves is about to get absolutely swamped by some quality sim races. Jamie Christensen, Ben Faulkner, Kyle Ridley.
Oh, he's in the grass! He's in the grass! Kyle gets around him. Oh, this has made it more interesting. And Orlando Black just behind Ben too. To the two baby blue cars right next to each other. Jamie Christensen going up the outside actually. So Halves letting him go. Oh no, he hasn't. He's still there with him. So Jamie gonna hit the next corner. Does Halves stay there? No, he backs out of it a little bit. Yes. So this is Jamie's opportunity to just drive away. And he's gonna catch up to Sam Chapman. And Halves getting a good exit actually. Does he go for dive bomb? No. Ben Faulkner up the inside of Kyle Ridley though. Ben just sliding around all behind him. Ben struggling just behind Kyle Ridley to get the move done.
Well, he is in dirty air behind these cars, so he's not used to it. He's had the whole track to himself for 25 minutes.
Sorry, Orlando Black at the outside of Ben Faulkner.
Oh, sorry, I've lost them. There we go.
There we are. Orlando Black just trying to stay around the outside. Andrew Sharp trying to get up the inside of Orlando Black. Does he let him go? Not really. Gets
Good
pushed
driving
behind.
from everyone. That's Curtis Bird on the inside too. That's Liam Banks having a go.
3 wide still.
Oh,
I
no.
think it's Orlando.
That's Orlando. He went sideways into that, so he might be okay. He might be able to get that car going again, but
God, that that was good driving from Curtis Bird there, getting past 3 cars there. Did well there.
So up the front, we've still got Sam Chapman. He's got himself a 2-second gap over Jamie Christensen. Scotty Halves is still battling for P. That's P3. That's Kyle Ridley behind him. We know how quick Kyle Ridley can be.
I was going to make Ben Faulkner just sit there. I think he's just been patient here. I think, like I said, I think everyone's learned that lesson. Be patient. Don't do anything drastic. And Wards keep flying at you. And Sam Chapman was pulling away from Jamie as well. So, mate, it's all happening.
Kyle Ridley's probably going to get the move done as we come up to... Oh, I just saw Joshua Horton has gone off. Oh, he's not just spun around. That thing's facing the fence. Will he get that thing started again?
This might be a safety car.
Oh yeah, he's got damage. That wheel's not supposed to do that. I can tell you, everyone.
I think he's having wheel issues because remember turn 1 he went off.
Yeah, he did too. Yes.
I think he's got wheel issues. Jamie Christensen out in the dirt.
I've just gone here. Just seeing if safety car comes out. No safety car being called as of yet. Here's Sam Chapman. He's still got a 1.5, so the gap is coming down. He only has to hold on for 15 more minutes. 10 minutes is already gone, and it's been crazy.
I was going to say a bit of an inside little thing with the drivers. So when we were gridding up, all the drivers gridding up and getting on the grid and saying hi to their fellow competitors, Ben Faulkner texting Jamie Christensen saying, Jamie, grid your wobbler. And then Ben Faulkner's, then Jamie Christensen comes back and goes, no way. And then Ben Faulkner back saying, turn off your macros.
Fantastic.
So,
hey, this is a great little battle. Liam Banks has obviously been listening to me. Oh, he's going to send it up the inside of Curtis Bird.
Birdman on the outside. Does he use his wings? I don't think he has. Look at that. Liam Banks up in another position.
That's he's up into P6.
He's done well. This is a good drive from Liam Banks. And I was going to say, I think that's actually a better drive than the last race because he was down to P9. Scotty Halves from him.
Yeah, Scotty Halves. That's massive damage on the front of that.
It's a big turn. I wonder.
Yeah, we'll get a vision on that. One sec. So he's come down. That's turn 2 into turn 3. He's got a bit of curb. Got a little bit too much curb actually, and he's going to find the fence. Oh, big contact with the fence. Oh, look at that. That front bar comes back on. And thank you, iRacing, for that.
So coming back to this, Ben Faulkner's just got in front of Kyle Ridley and Curtis Bird's just got around Liam Banks, so we've missed 2 passes.
Yeah.
And Andrew's trying to get around Bruce Keys as well.
I can't keep up with any of it. It's fantastic. We need a longer race.
Jamie Christensen on the back of Sam Chapman as well, but Ben Faulkner and Kyle Ridley. I reckon Kyle might just throw it back out like we said. That would be that's definitely the move to do and catch up to the back of Jamie Christensen and there's he gets close. I'll tell you what mate, we see these cars in life race at Bathurst and all these great tracks around Australia, but seeing these guys on the sim is so good to watch. You know, you see that top 10 inverted, it just gets crazy because all these boys just go at it and they know there's nothing to play for more than getting up the front.
Yeah, it's that. Well, then that's Thomas Byrne around in the background. He's going to get that thing going again, but that's massive. Here comes Andrew Sharp on Liam Banks on the outside. Andrew Sharp's got that move done.
Update on Thomas Byrne. It was a self-spin. Caught a bit of grass.
So Sam Chapman's just let Jamie Christensen go here, but lurking behind him now is Ben Faulkner. So he's in a bit of a sandwich here.
I don't know what's worse. I really don't know what's worse. You have Jamie Christensen in front of you and Ben behind you, or you have Jamie Christensen behind you and you have free air in front of you. I'm don't know what's worse.
Any tow is good right now. With 11 minutes left on the clock, any tow that I can get, I'll take. But these guys are closing massively. Ben Faulkner and Kyle Ridley are not going to take any prisoners when it comes down to this. Oh, what's that fastest lap? Who's that for? Ben Faulkner on 1:37.8. That's qualifying times he's doing.
I was going to say, it's, we know that James is a very fast one. He's top 40 in the 86. I saw him in the team, so he's trying to get a win off Van Fork, who's been dominate for the last couple of rounds. So this might be his time to shine. Got a good little gap, and he's got Sam between him and himself, him and Penn. Sorry.
This little battle is about to heat up as well. Curtis Bird is going to be holding off Andrew Sharp. Andrew Sharp's showing really, really good pace. Actually, there's about a tenth between them. I love that shot as they come down the hill there. Into Hortons. Yeah, so Curtis Bird's just responded with a little bit of pace. Oh, so Josh was jumped on here and said the steering wheel turned off, then my PC blue screened. Audio, and they're telling me the audio is glitchy. Tell me if it gets any better. I apologise for any streaming problems.
Yeah, unfortunate for Josh. He had good pace there. He had the same pace as Jamie Christensen, so yeah, unfortunate for sure.
This battle up here now. Sam Chapman's holding on. I love this. I love it when battles go like this. This is 4 cars racing for P1, and this is what it's all about. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. We've got about let's say 8 laps, maybe a little bit less than that. Probably 6 or 7 laps left in us. Anyone's race up here in this top 4.
So race control themselves. Car re-address behind car 16 for board contact and turn.
That's Liam Banks, and hang on, and he's been relegated to 4th. Sam, we saw it coming. Actually, he might hang on to this. Well done, Sam, if you can put it up the inside. He's got a long run down the straight here to just set himself up, put himself in the right position.
He's got a better run, way better run actually.
That what Kyle Ridley's done is, yeah, he hasn't though. He's given him just enough room.
Now that really hurts these two though, Kyle Ridley and Sam Chapman, because they're out of that slipstream now. We know how fast Ben and Jamie are, so yeah, that could definitely hurt these two back there. But we know Ben and Jamie always go at it, but they're right next to each other, so could come back with attention. Curtis Bird trying to catch up to the back of Ridley. He's actually 1 corner behind Bush and Sunday, so it's not too far either, so anything can happen there. David Atkinson and Liam Banks going at it as well. Last corner, David Atkinson just going to be a Liam. Just Cole being just sitting there. I think he's learned, okay, if we just sit here, we're eventually going to catch up.
Oh, there it is. Sam's off. Yeah, there he's. Sam Chapman's been pushing that whole time. He was doing lap times with the big boys up there, and we know Sam Chapman's just come out of an MX-5 to jump in an 86 and is battling hard. Yeah, this battle at the front, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm just trying to work out what's going on down the back here. This battle down here, Liam Banks has found himself in a massive battle. David Atkins is not going flat this time in the battery livery. He'll be pushing. Yeah, they whether they're working as a team. I don't think Andrew Sharp's going to work as a team when there's about 3 minutes left on the clock, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's. Let's see how much teamwork there is. between these two. They probably hardly know each other. I'd love to see the actual
No,
send.
they're actually really good rates.
Oh, they are? There you go.
Yeah, so they're running up at the same team. I reckon Ben might get a move done. Just for turn one was quite interesting. Looks like they're together. Going back to Jamie and Ben. It looks like Jamie's covering each corner. Ben might get a move done.
Oh, and he's had to duck out of it. Jamie Christensen, like I said, get in his headspace. It's all about it. A win over Ben Faulkner here. Oh, and he's gone wide. That was a touch. That was a touch, Benny.
I reckon Jamie just needs to stay there and just cover everything. But that really is something to push Ben over a bit more than what he could. Can another big move here. That'll be able to be brave. So it's just got to move if he can cover like that sector 1, sector 2, kind of makes it easy in a good spot. Now this is sector 3. This is where it's going to be hard to cover. Now this is going to compromise him massively. Ben probably going to move down here.
Yeah, Ben got a little bit off the gas there as well. It took a while to get back on the throttle. Yeah, Ben's just playing a bit coy here. He's just showing him the nose every so often, not actually going for a move. Oh, that's a great exit from Benny. And Jamie Christian has to cover.
Push him out wide. Make him think. Does he push him out? No, he doesn't. Oh, he might do.
Jamie's done that on purpose, just hung him out wide there. Oh, okay.
Look at that. They're bumping. Jamie's pushed him out wide. Jamie's starting to give him the shoulder.
They broke my camera. those two battling so hard they broke me inside camera. Oh, big!
Round the inside. Oh, Jamie's giving him too much room. Jamie's still got this. I reckon that's camera again.
Yeah, no, that camera's no good. We'll have to come back to that another time.
Push him out wide. He needs to not give him any room. Just do a supercar. Run him out wide. Don't give him any room. He doesn't need to. Being respectful about it. Jamie knows this is the team owner. He's got to be careful what he does. Kyle Ridley's in the contention now.
Yeah, Kyle Ridley's is on to this now. That was 2 laps of absolute battling from these two. Jamie Christensen and Ben Faulkner sending it. Benny's going to skip away with this now. He's got he's got mega pace around here. Yeah, exactly right.
He jumps into most officials in this car and absolutely dominates. He will lane people but Ben looks like he's on a different planet. He recently actually drove a proper Toyota 86 so,
yeah, they went down to... Oh, I forget where that was.
Queensland track.
Yeah, I'll have to find out exactly. Well, we're going to interview him. I'd imagine he's going to be at least in the top 3 here. We'll find out what's going on with these two. Kyle Ridley wants P2 badly. With two.
I was going to say, Jamie's actually catching up to Ben again.
Sam Chapman's not out of this either.
Kirst's not even out of it either. Like, they've been fine for that long. Kyle's came back in contention and he was a good 3 seconds back, so if they keep fine, yeah, it could be very interesting. I was going to say, the one thing I have noticed about these two when they battle, Jamie covers a lot. When Jamie's behind Ben, Ben doesn't cover unless he needs to. So I reckon that's where Jamie can definitely learn. Rewatch the replay and go, okay, I maybe covered too much, so Ben can get a better exit. We saw that. So yeah, there's some definitely improvements he can make.
Yeah, so coming down here into Sterling's, he had to block, and that's what set up Ben all the way down to the front straight. So this run that he had from all the way back there, so that compromised exit, and everyone said, oh, you might not get it, that's all he needed, just to get right onto the back of that car and get down the inside of turn 1.
Well, that was it. And the other thing too, Jamie was giving him a lot of room. Benson, even that Ben was on the outside half the time, he was still getting a decent enough run that he could get around him. So there's a lot of things you could nitpick about that, but it was really good to see those.
It was great racing. They gave each other racing room as well. Yes, Jamie was trying to block, but why wouldn't you? You got a mega fast race driver behind you. You'll do anything to keep him behind you.
That's it, right? Like he's, I think he definitely did a combination job. I think we should congrats to him when he does. Definitely commend him because he did a great job, and it was good for the broadcast. And Kyle Ridley right along the back of the table. So, David Milne.
David Milne's actually a lap down, I think, at the moment, but he's had a couple of incidents in this race. Orlando Black has just done a race by himself, to be honest, in the Hot Wheels number 68 entry. Liam Banks, he had a bit of an altercation with Andrew Sharp. He was battling for P6 there for a while, and he slid back to P9, but a pretty good effort from him. The girl I want to talk to right now, this guy here, David Atkinson, he's up into P8 right now. He's got Joshua Horton behind him, Scott Harvey behind him, Thomas Byrne, David Milne, Orlando Black, Liam Banks. I mean, these aren't slow race car drivers, and he's taken it to him. He's not that far off Brucey Keys up there into P7, so really massive effort from David Atkinson.
Yeah, awesome way to see that. I mean, there's been so many people tonight that have been showing just bits of speed, and I reckon if one day they all throw it all together,
that's the white flag. That's the white flag being thrown there. So last lap.
I reckon Jamie's close enough to throw it down.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with it.
I'm
going to stay with it because no, but he's going to cut it back in. No, he's good racing, boys.
Remember Ben took that victory from Nokiyama? I reckon Jamie hasn't forgotten about that. I really don't want to.
Oh yeah, that was Jamie Christensen, wasn't it? With the tongue, he stuck out the tongue to get that victory.
Yeah. So, Ben's sliding on exit.
Really big exit for Jamie Christensen. Let's jump on board with him here. He has to go around the outside. Ben can't cover. Ben can't cover at all.
Look at Ben pushing the whole way out there. He's just stuck there, so he can't move over any further.
Oh! Another one of my GoPros gone.
Yeah, I know. Mate, that's a good grand right there, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask some more sponsorship money, I think.
I know.
He's had to back out of that. That's Ben Faulkner put his car right in the right position there as they came through turn 7, just to put Jamie Christensen in his place. Ben Faulkner always lets his hair down. He's got 2 wins here tonight. He's already celebrating before he even goes into the last corner. So congratulations to Ben Faulkner in the Dynaco, number 28 entry. Well done to the Faulkners coming through. Jamie Christensen gave it everything to finish that race, and Kyle Ridley, massive effort into P3. Sam Chapman though started this race on pole, I think. Was fighting really hard with the guys behind there, but just couldn't come away with the chocolates. Heaps of stories up and down the field here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of stories. Bruce Keys coming home in P7.
Yeah,
P9,
and he comes
further down the back.
And look, I told you he was catching him. David Atkinson actually nearly caught Liam Banks to get to P. Oh, okay. So he's had enough of that car. Liam Banks says that's it for me. I'm going home. But that Battery World car's looking fantastic as he finishes up the race.
I was going to say we've seen that livery for the last 2 seasons. Do you reckon he'll ever change it up?
I don't think so. No, Ben, don't touch the wall. Let's get some guys in here for a chat. That was some really cool racing.
Oh, very cool.
Let's grab. I was hoping Kyle Ridley would be in here, and they've all jumped in the waiting room for a chat. They all want to have a go. Who won that first race? Who was the? It was Ben Faulkner won the first race, but we also had Ben
Bruce
Miles.
Keys. No, Ben Miles was in race control.
That's right.
Let's actually.
No, we'll grab Kyle Ridley first. He came through in P3. We'll bring him in here.
Yeah, true.
Kyle Ridley, welcome to the comms box. Congratulations on P3 in that in the feature race. Talk us through your race because it was on.
That's it. It was on for young and old there. just try to keep Ben at bay. We all know he's quick tonight, so we tried to fight him as much as we could. And yeah, I think the first lap or second lap we were 3 wide. I didn't even know. I think we all nearly died then, but no, he got past me, so I just followed him through, tried to catch up to Sam and Jamie, and I just had to slow down the ball to second last lap, so that was
Oh,
P3 in the end. So
that's
I'm
what
happy.
puts you back there at the last hurdle there. But
That's
mate,
it.
some really epic racing from you guys. This track is a bit of a roller coaster for when you're racing it, and when you're side by side or right behind the guy in front of you. It must be exciting to race.
It's actually a really hard track to overtake, as Jamie showed that he could defend for that long. I actually did a Volkswagen Jetta race this morning where overtaking was at a premium, so it's good that Ben got the overtake done, came through the field, pretty aggressive at the start, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Good night overall.
it was fantastic to watch. Kyle, I'll throw you over to Connor because he's probably got some questions to ask you.
I was going to say, mate, what a night! You finished up P4 and P3. That's not a bad result. What's your kind of thought of mine from there?
It could have been P2, but I unfortunately tapped somebody named Sharp. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I tapped him, and I left. I did an extra lap thinking, should I readdress that? And I saw him with my relative, and I was like,
Well,
yeah,
while
I'll
I got you
readdress
here, Kyle, Andrew Sharp's knocking on the com box. I might just bring him in here. Hey, Andrew, we were just talking about you in the there from Kyle Ridley. Penalty fit the crime. What do you think?
The second one, not so much for sure. The first one, I think I was probably too slow, and Kyle's quicker through that section, and just kind of a racing incident probably. But lots of fun overall. I'm glad I was able to pop in here today.
So, what time is it in the US right now?
7:30 in the morning, so I woke up at 5:30.
Oh, not bad. That's a nice start to the morning because you had some really good pace out there. So we got one more round to go in at Daytona. I look forward to seeing you there. I just brought you in here because Kyle Ridley said that Andrew Sharp got him away the whole race there.
Valid, absolutely valid.
It was me apologizing, but yes.
Nah, you're good. I mostly just wanted to pop in here to fucking talk shit to Brad.
Hey, we try. Hey, Andrew, we try and keep this as PG as possible.
Oh,
just
sorry,
let you know. Yeah. We got
say.
young ears. We got Connor Nixon in here with the young ears. We got Ben Faulkner. He's still a minor, so keep out for him as well. We got a lot of young guys that are racing in here.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Andrew, mate, not a bad night at all. What was your kind of thought of jumping in here tonight, mate? Because we saw you pop into P3 there, but what do you think of the caliber with Ben and Jamie up the front there most of the time? Was it kind of a bit nerve wracking at the start, or were you enjoying it?
Yeah, I haven't done like any really standing starts since this car was introduced, so that was new. And then I've raced with Jamie a little bit in officials, and I know he's quick, so it was fun being up there with him. But I think next week or whenever Daytona is in a couple weeks, hopefully come out again and see how it goes. But enjoyed racing with this group; it's fun.
Well, thanks very much for jumping in here. I know you're not in the top three, but I brought you in anyway.
Yeah.
This is Kyle's moment at the moment, so I'm going to kick you out of the com box right now, and hopefully see you in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Kyle, sorry to interrupt there, but you did mention Andrew Sharp, and I'm becoming quite a fan of him actually. But yeah, Kyle, give us a shout out, mate.
Yeah, I want to shout Vermilion Esports, the ANZ Esports series. So my tongue's very twisted. I want to thank you guys for the commentary. I want to thank all of our associated sponsors, and I would like to thank my mum.
Yes, definitely. We're thinking about it too.
Yeah, 100%, mate. But real question here now, mate. So for all the viewers who are watching, what have you been doing outside of ANZ ESeries, mate? Bit of a different question.
Well, this morning I actually did a Jetta League at this very track, so that was easy practice. The car's only about 2.5 seconds a lap slower, so that wasn't too bad. But a couple of oval series, that's on a Tuesday night, and some across esports for the Volkswagen. So not in my mind. The Formula V.
I was going to say with that NASCAR league, mate, I'll be racing with you on Tuesday, so that's going to be very interesting, mate. But
I saw we had a few of our boys join, so that would be good. Ben's going to have to get us a livery.
I know. I texted him this morning and bugged the hell out of him. So, mate, awesome night. Very, I would say, a bit of an up and down night, mate, but solid night overall. Good to watch from the commentary box, mate. And for the last round, mate, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, that's enough airtime for P3, I think. We'll bring in. Thanks, Cole. We'll bring in P2, Jamie Christensen. Actually, I might bring them both in. We'll bring in Jamie Christensen and we'll bring in Ben Faulkner as well. Jamie Christensen, we'll start with you. Epic race. The first race probably not to your liking, but that second race you had with Ben Faulkner, that was heating up the whole way through. Talk us through some highlights, mate.
Well, the first race was obviously not that great.
No.
I did touch grass and go straight into a wall and accidentally take Josh out.
Yes. We saw that on the. That was a bit of a racing incident. It's a shame that you ricocheted off that fence, and no wheels were on the ground at any point of time when that happened. So there was no chance you were going to stop.
Yeah. Well, other than that, the first race was all right, pretty much clean after that. But the second race was pretty scary with Ben chasing me down for the second half of the race. And just trying to run away the whole time.
Well, me and Connor were both watching that, and you were putting the car in the right positions, but he's just too quick in these 86s.
Yeah, I think he needs to get out of him. Shouldn't be racing here.
Well, I interrupted his practice for this as well, so he came in a little bit underdone, but he still took away the chocolates. Ben Faulkner, congratulations on the 2 race wins. That first one, Sunday drive for you, but that second one was hard fought. I think Ben's car is he still doing burnouts out there? He might still be doing. Oh, here he is.
I remember him saying his engine blew up.
Yeah, I've still got him on the broadcast here. But yeah, Ben Faulkner, congratulations on those 2 wins. I've said this time and time again, you've got both hands now, both feet and everything on that trophy. That second race, did you think you had enough in you to get to the front and hold it?
I mean, I knew it was going to be a difficult one. There's a lot of fast drivers in front of me. Likes of Jamie, Andrew, Josh, even Curtis and Kyle, they all had mega pace.
Bruce Keys had mega pace out there too, and he sat at the front. So you had a lot of guys to get through at the start. I was saying that the guys at the back, Thomas Byrne, Orlando Black, and Co should have got a rope and jump onto the back of your car, but you were gone too quick for them to lasso you.
Yeah, Sam Chapman was also very quick today, so it was good pace from him. I know he jumped in last second as well, so he did really well. But yeah, I enjoy coming up to the pack and battling with people, so it was good fun. I was sitting back behind Jamie a little bit, just tormenting him and making him unsure when I was going to send it, and then sent it in the end and made it stick around the outside. So it was good to finally get past him and battle with him after his mistake in race 1. I didn't have much to go on in the first one, but second one I just pushed as hard as I could. And got
used to actually broke 2 of my cameras, and how close you guys were battling. So yeah, congratulations to you guys. That put on a really good show for us. Thank you very much. Jamie Christensen, P2. Come on, mate. P1 is around the corner. Let's go. Ben Falk. Yeah, you'll get there. We're going to go to Daytona. We've had great success there in the 86s. It's going to be fantastic. Slipstream is everything. If you could be leading into the last turn, but that doesn't mean anything. P4 could come through for the win there. So for the penultimate round, that was a fantastic effort from everyone. But are you guys both looking forward to Daytona?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Daytona. After Sean Doyle and Sean Lindell's close finish last time, it's going to be pretty mega, I think. Very close, and 2 races should be very close for both.
Mr. Doyle was actually on the chat earlier, so maybe we can get him in for a race because he needs to recreate what he did.
Special guest, yeah.
Yeah, special guest entry. Maybe Sean Doyle comes back in here and shows what he can do and get some of his fan base in here. Congratulations, guys. Shout out from Jamie first, and I'll get on to Ben.
Well, shout out to Burling Motor Group, Race Lab Overlays, Dr. Epoxy, Next Level Racing, RSW Graphics, and Turn In Race Apparel for sponsoring Vermilion Motorsports.
Anyone else, Jamie?
Oh, and my dad. for watching
well
all the
done.
streams and
Oh, that's
helping
right.
me with the sim.
Mr. Christensen's on here. G'day, mate, if you're watching. Congratulations on a speedy son. Just couldn't get the chocolates tonight, but maybe with a bit of your help, he might be able to get to the top step. Benny Faulkner, look, you do it better than anyone else. Give us a shout out, mate.
Well, similar to Jamie, but we got Nick himself from Bella Metal Group, Race Lab Overlays, Maddie from Dr. Epoxy, Next Level Racing, the awesome Ross from RSW Graphics, and Turn In Race Apparel. We also have Newcastle Detailing, the recent Moser Racing, and then also you two boys for putting on a great show.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't do a bad job, I guess.
yeah, we do.
But,
we go right. Go on, Connor.
Yeah, we go alright. I was gonna say, Ben, not a bad way to finish off the Toyota 86 series, mate. But anything that you would kind of go, that was a good round, and what was probably the best round, mate, overall?
I did enjoy tonight. It's a good track for me. I like this track. It's also from my home country, so it's good to get back in and have a drive. I've enjoyed a lot all the rounds for the series. It's been very enjoyable to jump in and race with all the boys. Competition's pretty tough, so it's good to have a good battle and have some fun.
Well, that's what we were saying on stream. Like, there's such a great field in here. We see all the time. You see your likes of Jamie Christensen, and we say that every race he does an official pretty much just walks away. And you heard Andrew say that on the stream as well. But mate, you look like you're just trying to top over Jamie every time, and it's great to watch you two go at it. So what's for next season, you two then?
We still got just before we get onto that, Connor, we have one more race, and that's going to be at. I'll just bring this up for everyone watching at home. We've still got Daytona for round 6 to go. I know you want this to be over, but we got one more race in the 86s to go before we finish off this championship.
I know, mate.
It's crazy.
Then we've got a Slipstream Fest for Jamie,
Yes.
just a slingshot around maybe. But mate, awesome work, you two. So yeah, looking forward to the next round.
Right.
Thanks, boys. I'm going to kick you guys out of here. It's been great to chat with you, but we're done with you now. So get out of my race control here, all right? Thank you. That's Jamie Christensen and Ben Faulkner. We'll get rid of those at the moment. I might just bring in Benny Miles just quickly, just to have a quick chat with him. He was in race control today. Benny Miles, I just wanted to have a chat with you live while we're on air before you start dropping any of your world famous F-bombs. Race control for race 1. You sweating it up?
No, I think it went all right considering I'm pretty sure I've got COVID, so it was a bit tough to deliver.
Well, hang on. Why did they bring him into the bloody com box with us if he's got COVID?
I know, right, mate?
No, well,
you
I
stay over
thought-
there in the corner.
look,
Over there in the corner. I'll bring the mic to you.
I thought there'd be some questions around the incident involving Kyle.
Yeah, we did want to talk to you about that. So we saw the readdress from Kyle to Andrew, and then we saw a call come over about a grid penalty. Was that overturned in the end?
Yes and no. So initially, when I got a chance to look back at the incident, I saw that right when I was looking at it, Kyle had redress. I thought, okay, no worries. And then I thought about it a bit more, went back and looked, and realised that he'd taken second place out.
Yes.
And it looked like Mr. Sharp was carrying damage after that, so his race was fully ruined. So a redress just didn't really cut it. So I understand it's a bit annoying to get 2 penalties, but I had to make what I thought was the fairest decision. So I ordered the drive-through, but didn't put it through the system.
Yep.
So Kyle may not have known that he had it. So that's why he didn't do the drive-through nor suffered any further penalty. So that's just a race control mishap.
Well, we did see Andrew come in and say, hey, he was happy with that. He actually thought he lost a bit of pace, and that's what caused the accident. But you're right. The person following behind doesn't need to hit the person in front. And I think the penalty that you gave out fit the crime anyway. So it's tough in there in race control. and we gave you guys a bit of a shout out because it is tough getting and getting the safety car out when you guys did was great. It's just a pity that no one else could catch that safety car at the end there, but good work in comms, mate.
No, no worries. Thanks again, guys. You guys are great.
Can you go to sleep, get some water into you, and get better?
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, I will. Thanks, guys.
No worries. Connor, what a race! I love that.
I know, mate. That was good. Yeah, it feels like you know, the series is almost over, but it's like we've got this next round, but it's like we know that it's gonna be a top race for this last race. I wonder if Jamie's gonna go up the inside and go for that big old dive bomb that we want to see all season. But yeah, it should be
in
good.
racing like we're about. I'll just bring it up for everyone at home. So the Daytona race that we're going to go to in 2 weeks' time, man, I can't tell you how much a cat and mouse you have to play around that track. All the infield, you can be as quick as you want, but they're always going to catch you on the back straight. Going through the bus stop, and then you're in flat out. I think your fifth gear flat. I think you can get into sixth if you got a nice little slipstream. You're saying that those guys have been battling out. I think the guy in P3 and P4 is going to be who you're going to need to look out for when they come onto the last straight and last corner.
I definitely agree with that. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a bit of a race like we saw tonight, and I think a lot of the guys in the first race took a lesson to go into the second one to be, but maybe just a bit more cautious. But I think with the next round, I think it's going to be a bit more, to be honest, because if there's a crash in that midfield and the guys in front of you gap, that's going to be huge. That's going to be, you know, you lose all that slipstream and there's your race gone. So I think it's going to be similar things, and I'm looking forward to it. Our last track's an American track. I think Andrew Sharp's going to love that because
yeah, definitely. That he'll feel right at home at Daytona. Speaking of oval tracks, next week we got Daytona again. So we got that's a little bit incorrect what I've just put up there. That season 1 schedule. We're actually going to do 150 kilometers or 150 laps. I can't remember. Probably 150 laps around Daytona to finish off that one. Nick Burling from Burling Motor Group is actually going to sponsor that event. So I look forward to what we're about to do in the coming days to get that organised. Now the GT3s are actually finishing up as well. They're actually going to Bathurst. That's 60-minute race around Bathurst. I'm going to race it. I'll be there on track. I'll be wobbling around at the back. Hopefully, I can fight for some sort of position. Those guys are so quick in that league, and it's hard to get on the pace. And that is an open setup. So the guys that come in here that understand the car can really excel. So that's about to finish up as well. The other thing that's finishing up is the Formula Fords. We were just there at Phillip Island just before we go live in the 86s. The day before, we're going to be at Virginia. Awesome track. That's going to be really cool in those Formula Fords. I might even get out on track as well. My family hates it, but the racing is so much fun.
I was going to say, yeah, the Virginia race is going to be really good. I think Bathurst is going to be good, and you know, I think the NASCAR race is going to be even more interesting.
Yeah.
To see how that pack racing goes. We haven't actually seen proper pack racing, but I think Daytona's really going to show that. And I've been saying it since the Glen. I just want to be out there because obviously I've been trying to do more NASCAR now. On a Wednesday night, I've been doing NASCAR myself in a different league, and I just love it now. I think it's probably the best racing there ever is, and yeah, I feel like I'm turning an American now. So yeah, it's
turning left like an American.
I know.
We'll have. We're going to have a lot of that field that we have there, although small, is starting to grow as well. We just saw in this 86 race that we just had there, we had 15 to 16 cars on track, so it's growing, and I'm loving it. I should have talked to Ben Faulkner about it as well while he was in here, but this series has gone from strength to strength. We started with nothing and we've worked away to here. I can't wait for the seasons on and on, but let's just get to those last rounds and we can chat about it then. But we could chat all night. I'll let you take us home, Connor. I've had Ben Faulkner on there doing skids for the last 10 minutes.
I was going to say thanks for, as usual, all our sponsors. They've been in the bottom left all night doing their thing, and Aaron and I just wobbling on about cars going around the racetrack. So thank you to all those guys. Thanks for Ben running the league, and we'll see you next time. From Aaron Obersteller, myself, Connor Nixon. We'll see you next time at Daytona in a NASCAR. Then the week after that will be in a little 86 at Daytona. So Daytona in Florida. So we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Toodles!